Hey guys, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. We are working in the Apple Orchard Journal. I have got out all my stuff. What I want to do is go through all of this ephemera that I made from the paper pad. So we have all of this stuff to decorate with, and I wanted to pull it all out of here and see if we could find places in the book to use this pre-made stuff and get it into the book. Okay. Now all these strips we're going to use for decorating, but right now I want to see if we can get all of this pre-made stuff into the book. Okay, so start here. All right. Now, of course, we start off on a page that absolutely needs something. So let's go through here and see what we've got. I see down here we have some of these corner pieces. This could be, I could put an up tuck on here, and I might, where is the, okay, these are the same size, but what I might do, oh, they go on opposite corners, though. We could do a layered up tuck. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll put it on here like this. Okay, and then we would take this one and glue it on here like this. And you would be able to get under that and then into there. What do we think? Is that the only colors I made the triangles out of? The only reason I ask is because of the reds. I'm wondering if I have the triangles in a different color. And then we can do the same thing on the back. Maybe opposite. Down here. Okay, so let's start with that. Oh, you know what I just thought about? What's the inside color on this one? Oh, they're all red. Okay, never mind. I was going to say we could do it on a different one because they're not all... Okay, so basically, let's get our glue. And do I want to ink it at all? No, but I might decorate the edges of it when we go back to the decorating phase. So we're just going to glue. We probably won't get through all of this because, well, first of all, I'm indecisive and wishy-washy. And this could take me forever. But I will say, the more I whittle it down, the easier it will be for me to use the pieces. I just have to make sure I don't like use a whole ton of them in one signature and then have another signature that doesn't have any. I'll do that too. Because I want to spread this stuff out through the book. So we don't want to have... Alright, and then we're going to go with this one. Guys, I'm going to have to go. It's because it's at night. And we just had a storm pass through. And I don't know what it is, but it stirs up my allergies. Something stirred up my allergies. So, yeah, I'm going to have to take a minute and go. I'll just say I'm going to go adjust my sinuses. All right. Okay, so we have those like that. Okay, now for these we have to do, I'm going to do them opposite, so I'm going to put this one on the bottom. So, like this. So how's everybody doing? I am, I told you it was evening, like it's after dinner and everything. Today it was nice. Well, before the thunderstorm hit. We had to go around unplugging a bunch of stuff because the power was cycling, and when it goes out and comes on and goes out and comes on and goes out and comes on like that, it surges things. So we went around unplugging like TVs and computers, the refrigerator. It was crazy. But anyway, before that, it was nice and sunny and warm outside. So we fired up our grill for the first time this season, and had just hamburgers. And so yeah, that was dinner tonight, which was nice. I always like it when we can grill something. So we did that. And the rest of the evening's been kind of relaxing, although I have been trying to straighten some stuff up here and there. I have to go downstairs and put all the food away. I wait till everybody eats because we ate, and then my daughter had to come home from work, and she ate, and we had the power outage, and I didn't want to open the fridge, and plus I couldn't see. So when I'm done here, I got to go put all the leftovers away. All right. So that's our thing so far. And then we go like this. We have our little flip out thing. This is one of our journaling pages. One of my kit pages. It does have journaling on the other side. I don't know that I would put anything on this. I feel like this is just the journal page, and it's here to be decorative. That's kind of the point of it. You could probably add like some trim or something like that to it, but I think for the most part, it's there to be decorative. That's like its entire point. Down the road, I might like maybe add a tab or, something like that just to be fun. But for the most part, that's going to be what that is. Okay, now these are the ones that have the pockets, and just like with any of the ones with pockets, I think we have some where we've done this double pocket belly band thing. You could also just do a double pocket. So let's see. It's the leaves, and I'm wondering if maybe that means we could use some of this plain like this. I'm thinking we might skip these actually, because remember I was telling you I wanted to coffee dye them, which I am not going to, it's already cardstock, so I don't want to make it any thicker, so I don't want to glue paper to the back of it. But I am thinking that I might coffee dye it so that whatever's open up here will be treated. I'll get there. Just, you have to give me a minute. Okay, now we do have this apple page. On this side, I might actually be taking these off because they're upside down. Which, not for nothing, it's going to bug me. I can't deny that that's going to bug me. So, and it leaves me a white page. This is one of those ones that I'm going to want to coffee dye or cover with some sort of tissue paper. We have lots of tissue paper, and I might break some of that out. But what I want to do is I want to cut these off. So let's go ahead and do that. And we can add them to our pile of extra stuff. All right, so that's there. Let's cut these off. I'm going to get my big ruler because I have my big ruler that I cut 12 by 12 paper with. And we are going to, oh, look at that. I have a diagonal line that I can line this up on. Can you hear me sniffling? This is driving me crazy because one minute I think my allergies are under control and any head cold that I might have had is gone. And then all of a sudden it's back. And I'm like, seriously? Okay, so now we have these cards that we can use for something. And it can even be that we use them to punch. I might punch some whale tail tabs out of them. You know what? I might turn this way. And then put it in toward there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now let's pull this out. Okay, so we're going to take that out of there. And we are going to glue this together. Okay, so this is our layered pocket thing that we're making. Okay. And we want to make sure that all of our parts are glued down where they need to be. Let me... trying to think. Let's turn it over this way because I want to look at this. Okay, I do want that like really close to that edge. I might still take a sliver. We're talking like a minuscule, tiny little sliver off of there. It's interfering at one little, it's interfering a little bit, ever so slightly. So I'm not looking to take off a ton. I just want to take off like a hair. And hope that that fixes the interference on both sides. Right? Okay. So then this is going to go on here like this. I want it all the way up against, is there, it's bubbled right there. All right, I'm going to glue this end down. So how are you guys doing? I know I asked that and then I got sidetracked. You know me, guys. My trains of thought are colliding on a regular basis. So, yeah. You have to keep an eye on my thought trains. All right, so that's going to go right there. They derail themselves quite often. And then we're going to wrap this around and we're going to glue it down in here. Actually, let's notch this. This is going to be a pocket. Okay. So it's going to be a pass-through pocket, right? So we're going to knot, ooh. My wanting to, this needs a little bit taken off of it too. Just on this end. This for the most part gets covered up. So if it doesn't meet exactly, we're okay. But it is just ever so slightly. And this folds on the inside. So this interferes with the folding of the page. So we need that to not do that. I'm also going to round the corners of the tuck on the other side. And we're going to go ahead and attach this to just the red side. We can glue this down to reinforce this pocket. So we're going to glue the flap down. I mean, I suppose I could cut the flap off and we could get another corner. But I'm going to be honest, I like the folded edge as like a finished edge. Although you could cut you could still fold some of it down and not use this whole triangle to get this folded edge. I mean, I could have cut it here and had a triangle and a folded edge. I'm being lazy. That's all there is to it. I'm just being lazy. Okay. All right. And then this is going to go on here like this. So let's flip it over to the other side. This doesn't interfere anymore. Okay, let's flip it over to the other side and make sure we've got it at the right height. It looks like it. And then I want to see about maybe, do we want to notch it? Do I want to put a notch in it? I don't know, because I might want to decorate it. And sometimes when I decorate them, the trim goes up along the edge, like a lace or a ruffle or something. And this is small enough that if I wanted to come down the road later, I might be able to get that under there and maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to glue it for now. If I can't notch it, then I can't notch it. It'll get decorated. It'll be fine. We're going to go ahead and attach these, and that way these are in place. Okay. Making sure that it's right up against its edge there. Okay, and then on the inside, so now we've got this attached, and when we open it up to the inside, we still have to glue this down, but this is open for me to do the coffee dyeing or whatever it is I'm going to do. And then when I close this up, it'll close off the back side of that tuck, right? I gotta stop opening it and closing it while the glue's drying because it's pulling it away from the edge of the page. Okay. And then those will go up like that. I won't be rounding those corners, but I might round these as a contrast, and I may round these. So that'll be... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to round all the corners on the bottom pockets. And I can go ahead and put the notches in on any of the pockets I want to notch. Okay. So for these ones, I'm going to notch it there. And then I'm going to notch it there. Okay. And then for this one, I think I'll notch it, try and get it about centered. Okay. And that's all of our pockets ready to go. Now all I have to do is treat that page, and these are ready to glue down. Okay. And that goes right in there. And I really like that against there. And we're in good shape. Okay. Let's see where we are in here. Okay. We did this wallpaper treatment on this one. So that's really nice. I like that. And then we have this. Which I'm not sure if we could... This is a gusseted pocket. And I'm wondering if we couldn't maybe fancy this up a little bit. What's in the middle again? Did I leave this for the middle? Okay. So we left this open for the middle. I don't have to worry about, like with the brown, there's nothing to worry about as far as, what do you call it? Oh, good Lord, guys. You know what? I'm wondering if I have any overhanging. It might be fun to have an overhanging piece here. Not that color. I didn't make any overhanging pieces with, what is this? Oh, those are belly bands. I didn't make an overhanging piece with the pie paper. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, you know what it could do? We could do a layered pocket. I kind of like that idea. Okay, so let's glue that down on this side. All right. I know, I'm really quiet. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to talk to you guys, I swear. It's just that I'm one of those people that concentrates on what they do, and when they concentrate, you can't talk and concentrate at the same time. I don't know. Okay, so we have a pocket here. Now I'm not going to be cutting this off. So I have a pocket there, and then I have another pocket here, and then I'll do whatever I want to do to that page. I'm wondering would it be cute to have this be the card in here? Is that too much? I don't know what other ones I made cards out of. No, we could do one of these. It's not tall. I like big when I've got all that space. Although you could put this in here and you could put more than one thing in there. I could put this in there and then something else in there behind it. Okay, so let's wait till we get that pocket put down, and then we're going to go in here, and we need something to do with this side. This is where we could do the hanging thing. I know I must have made more hanging things. I need to separate this stuff. That's what I need to do. Tag, pocket, card. See, I have hanging things. This is a hanging tag, which, I mean, it would go. What is this one? Oh, that's a tag tuck. No, that looks funny. I don't like that. Okay. Well, what I was thinking is you could clip this on here so that it hangs over the page with the pocket. Right? And whatever is under there, when you take this off, then you can get to whatever's in the pocket. Okay? So we'll probably hang this on here. Now, do we want to do anything with this side? We could tie in the apple pie again, or we could go with something totally different. We've already done the buckets in here. We've done the plaid. We're doing the leaves. We've done the apple pie. What if we did something simple? Like if I put this here as a tuck, and then the tag hangs over it, and then something in the pocket, and then something tucked behind it. I'm doing exactly what I said I didn't want to do, which is using up all of the stuff in one signature. But I put it all at the front, so we got to do some stuff in the back, and then we'll see what we've got left over. All right. Worst comes to worst, I can always make more ephemera out of more pieces. But, okay, and then this can get decorated up with some of our apple orchard stuff from the kit. Because I still have all of the ephemera sheets. And I did that the wrong way. Well, that was just silly of me. Where's my rag? I did the wrong. You guys watching me do that going, no, do the other side. There are times when I wish I could hear you through the camera. I feel like you would warn me when I'm doing silly things and not paying attention. Okay. All right. So like this. Just put it right in there like that. And then we can decorate the front of the pocket all up. Or the front of the tuck. This is a tuck. And I'll probably, do something there. But we can tuck something behind there, and then this is going to hang over the page. And I'll get a nice paper clip for it. Okay, so it'll hang right there. And that'll be nice. I like that. Okay. Behave. All right, let's see what else we got in here. All right, so we got that, and then we have this, and then that's got a tuck on it. I don't know, we didn't do anything with the Apple pages. I don't know what we'll do with those. I do have a thought, for one of them anyway, so I might just hold on to that. I'm not necessarily going to know what to do with all of the pages, and I want to coffee dye that before I figure out what to do with it. And then we have that, and then we have this. So we got to the end of this signature. Let's see how long we've been doing this. All right. So far this is where we are. So that signature's up on the shelf. Let's look at the next one and see maybe if we can get some stuff in this one. So this is my red page first. I just pulled something down here. I'm wondering if I should do... Okay. Oh, the ruler's right there. We'll line that up. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking is it's too small. I got one that's wide enough. Yep, right there. Because it's the pocket that I cut off. So what we're going to do is we're going to layer the pockets, and this will be the bottom pocket. So let me trim it. What I think I'll do is I'll do the cover on this one, and then I'll fumble around and put the rest of these pieces in these last two signatures. The first signature gives you an idea of what I'm going for. And then you can kind of see, oh, you know what, we're going to go like this. And we're going to go, oops, listen, why don't you line up? Is one of you's not straight? You know what, I'm not even going to, we're going to glue them down, and they're just going to have to be what they are. I'm going to punch them right there, and then I'll flip it around, and this time we can do corners. I like rounded corners on pockets, so we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, and I'm wondering, since this is a solid color, if I should ink it. This one did not cut right. Oh, that's going to bug me. Oh, there, I clipped it. Okay. So this one will go here. Uh-oh, they're too, oh no, they're not. Are they too wide? Ever so slightly too wide. No, I think it's fine. All right, like that. I haven't really done any inking, so I'm worried that if I start inking now, it's going to look weird. Although I haven't really glued any of those pockets down, so I could ink and then add ink. Let's pull out the drawer and see what we've got. I might go for... guys, I swear this is like my favorite ink. This one right here. Or at least right now it is. Just doing the edges. I don't necessarily want it to ink too much on the pocket itself. And who knows? I mean, this is going to get decorated also. Not really sure how yet, but we'll end up decorating it. Okay. We'll do this one. And I can go in, like I said, I can go in and ink some of the other. because I haven't glued the pockets down yet because the pages aren't coffee dyed. So it should still be fine. Now we're going to glue this one down just on the sides like a belly band. So usually when I do journals, I don't know if you're new into my channel. First of all, usually when I do journals, it takes me forever. So there's that. But usually when I do journals, I will, because of how long it takes me to make decisions and hemming and hawing and trying to figure out where I want to put stuff and all that sort of thing. A lot of times what ends up happening is I take you through, like we did this. We did one signature where we put a whole bunch of pieces in, so you get an idea of what stage I'm at. Sorry, that's not the signature we did. I forgot I put it up on the shelf. But same thing still applies. And then what I'll do is I'll do the rest of the kit stuff, because that's what I was doing. I'll do the rest of the kit stuff, and I will coffee dye the backs of those pages in off camera. And then when we come back, we'll move on to the next stage, which, you know, I'll figure out what that is and I'll get organized and we'll get into it. So you'll see that I work on camera and off camera on the journals. So yeah. So the next time you see this, it will have, hopefully I will have put most of the kit piece pockets in and I will have done my coffee dyeing. So like we did that one where I had this piece that I glued down, and then on the inside we notched this and I trimmed that, and we got this ready, but we didn't glue the inside because I want to do the dyeing on here. And then as we move through the book, we have, this will probably get broken up with some apple stuff. Wait. Didn't I just say I wasn't going to do all of this right now? Should I do a belly band on there? I wonder if I could do we could do a catty corner belly band. That might be kind of fun. Like stick it down here. I can decorate the end of it, right? Oh, well, maybe. Oh, that sounded lovely. Maybe I'll do that and then trim the end. And then stick it on there like that. That's kind of fun. Yeah? And I'm wondering if I could stick another little, I could stick a tuck on it. So you could tuck something on top of the band, but behind the thing, and then in the band. And the tuck might be one of these little booklets. This one. This little guy. So he gets glued down. The first piece that has to go down is this one. And what's nice is whatever I slide in the belly band can only go to the bottom of the page anyway. So if this is glued to the bottom, I'm not hurting anything. There's a peak. And then I can tuck something in on top of that. I like this. Okay. This is kind of cool. So what I need to do is take this off of here. I want to run a line of glue to right there up the edge. Okay, basically how I'm going to do this is we're going to glue it right here. And I'm going to put the corner on this corner, and then I'm going to glue that down, and then I'll cut the extra off, right? So this extra will get cut off right here. Okay. And then we're going to glue take this off of here. Maybe I can just go ahead and cut them now. I'm going to use these scissors so I don't get... So if I go... This is the edge I glued. Okay, and then we're going to cut this one off at the back. That way, what I do is I just put glue here and glue it down. Now, whatever I did with that little booklet, I'm not going to glue that down yet because, again, that's going to need treating on the inside because it's like white. So I'm either going to coffee dye it because it is card, or line it, or something. All right, and that makes a little crooked belly band. Okay. Oh, I'm loving this idea. All right, and then we'll have to do that inside of there. But, so we've got a little crooked belly band here. Come on, stay. I'll put you on a curve, I know, but you can do it. I know you can. Just need to hold that right there. It's wanting to peel up because it's trying to curve around the side of the page. I should leave it flat. I should leave it like that until it sets. Okay, and then what do I do with my little... Okay, so the inside of my little booklet is all white in here, so it'll probably get dyed. And then it'll tuck in and it'll tuck over. And then the tag topper, whatever I decide to top this little, see that little piece is tag shaped? Whatever I decide to top that tag with will stick out the top. So that'll be fun. And then it'll glue down here like this, and you'll be able to flip it open. And it has a little spot in here to tuck a little note or something. So I'm really liking how that's going to go. And then we'll have all kinds of stuff tucked in there. All right, but I want to sit that right in there. Okay, I think that's had time to set. So we're going to go like that, and we're going to open this, and we're going to move that around there. And then I've got an apple page, which we're going to have to do something with. These will probably get cut off. And we have an apple pie page. Oh, did I say I was going to... I was going to put this in here. Surely not like that. I was probably going to cut that off. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway. Okay. So we've got a plan there. I just have to remember what it was. All right. That'll probably get cut off and I'll figure that out. There's that one. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Where I wanted to go... Oh. Apparently I was going to do... Oh, that's right. We were going to do a tuck with this. Might actually be able to get away with a layered tuck. Where I really wanted to go was all the way back to our back page back here. Because I had thought about putting... this here, but again, this belly band is here, so I don't know if I want to do that. But what we could do is put this here. Is it too tall? It's too tall. Is it? Slightly. Okay, let's pull the sheet out. This is what we'll do. I'm going to round it. We're going to notch it. I want to notch this one. Okay, and we're going to ink this one with Vintage Photo. If I can find Vintage Photo. Antique linen, Vintage Photo. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to get this, we're going to get this worked out, and then I'm going to let you go. Because I have definitely run over what I was expecting to do. Oh, I don't want to ink that because I'm going to have to trim it. So basically what this is going to end up being is I'm going to glue it at the bottom. Not even sure why I clipped that corner because I'm going to have to re-clip it, but all right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to glue it at the bottom. I'm not even going to glue it up the side. I just want to glue it at the bottom to get it in position to hold it while I trim it at the top, and we'll fix it. It's ever so slightly too tall. So I just want it to hold in place. The glue will hold it where it needs to be at the bottom. Make sure it's on there nice and straight. Okay, so this will hold it down here. Okay, and then I can turn it over and trim this at the top. Okay, and then I can see if this needs notching again, which it did, and then we can ink it. I'm working down here at the end of my table. I don't know if in my new setup that matters, but hopefully you guys got all that. I'm going to get this out of my way. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over because it's just easier to get to this way. So we're going to go, this is the only part that's a little bit tricky. Oh, I'm getting glue on my table. I'm not using my glue mat. Okay. Well, I'm going to push down into that. See that? I feel like this is like some sort of formica or something. Oh, but that's ink. Guys, I'm making a mess of my table. All right. So we got that tuck in there. And now this will go in here like this. And we're making good progress on these signatures, guys. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you're enjoying the Apple Orchard Journal. The next time you see me, I will have done some more to it, and we will move on to another step. I'm really enjoying this. I'm getting really excited about it. When I go to coffee dye the pages, I will probably coffee dye the back sides of a lot of these, and we will, go from there. So, yeah, you guys come back and see me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.